Evening all, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, where the sun is rising, a new day is dawning. I've done all the research and I'm currently working on the last one here. I did say I'd come back when we're going to make graphene because I thought graphene was complicated. I thought it required water and hydrogen and oil and all these bits and pieces, but it turns out it doesn't. It requires coal, and that's about it. I can actually make it in here, and it just literally requires 2 coal to make 1 graphene. So yeah, I've also tried to look at the numbers here to figure out whether graphene is a better fuel source. It does say it stores more than twice the energy. It uses 2 coal to make 1. It uses more than twice the energy, or stores more than twice the energy, but I don't know how much it makes to burn 2 into 1. I need to figure that out, and I can't really do that till we get accumulators, because yeah, I mean 2 seconds at the full power of a smelter, and a smelter uses 360 kilowatts. Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the numbers are there, but there is something with graphene that has me interested. It says fuel chamber gen plus 60%, which is interesting because wood says minus 10%, coal says 0, and that says plus 60. Now the fuel chamber generator is the mecha. This dude here. In here, if I press C, this is the fuel chamber. But if I put graphene in here, it's 60% more effective than if I use coal, which makes sense in my head. You know, it's a better resource. But the question that I'm wondering is it 60% more effective when it's also in a power plant? It's in one of those things up there, which does flash up every now and then saying it doesn't have enough fuel in it, so I'm not sure. I think we're running that at like capacity. It's struggling. So I'm wondering whether they count as a fuel generator, because it says inside fuel chamber generation, or generator. This is the fuel chamber. They don't have fuel chambers. It's not to my knowledge. So, let's make some. Let's make some for ourselves. Let's make all of them that we got in stock. There we go. So we'll fill up on the stuff we got. We'll go over here. We'll use up all our precious fuel, but that's fine. That's fine because we're going to make some more. And see, this has no mention of a fuel chamber, so yeah, I wonder whether it's just inside me that does the extra 60%, which would be fine. It's not a problem. I'm just trying to figure out if it is or not. This does, however, require more input. More inputs, definitely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down our entire power grid, because I'm going to turn this off. I think what I'm going to do actually is this. Black and white sums. Yeah, that makes sense. We don't have enough. We need 2 more of those, so grab those, please. And I think I'm going to move this over a little tiny bit, so that I can get more into here and then more into there to get that going. Or we could put a smelter in between the two. Okay, that's a good question. That's burning at like 1 a second, by looks like. Yeah, that's about 1 a second. Do they burn slower? Let's put some in there and find out. Boom. They're about 3 seconds. And to have a clicking talk, a clicking talk, a ticking clock in the room here, which you can't hear on the mic, but yeah, that's about 3 seconds. So if they're 3 times longer and use 2 coal to make, they are 150% more effective. So yeah, it's worth smelting. it's worth putting the smelter in there in order to make it. But we do have a lot of coal here, so I think what I want to do is first and foremost I need to put some fuel into a me, because otherwise we are going to have difficulty doing stuff. So if they're 150% more effective and you get a 60% bonus for putting it in this chamber here, that means that graphite is the best thing for the robot. At least so far. I've not found any other resources. When we get to things like nuclear and stuff, I think building stuff outside and charging the robot remotely would be better than having fuel in the chamber, but we will see on that. I'm not too sure. I can't pick this up. This is the problem, because there's too much coal in there. I don't have the space for that. I've only got 2 rows. That's almost 3. Oh, and I want to make a smelter at least one. I kind of want a second power plant. Let's make a second power plant. We need stone. That's okay. We have stone. We have stone over here. Hello? Hello? Oh, that's a... Oh. We're not actually getting enough stone in, are we? No. Okay, and let's make another 2 of these. Let's make a few of them, and let's do that. There's 3 inputs and 4 outputs, which means we would technically be losing stone in there, but I think these will fill up. Oh, they only take 1 second, but maybe not. Maybe we'll run out of stone again. Yep, that looks like it's dropping. Okay. But that's okay. We can figure that out. I'm sure we can figure that out. Right, so let's make ourselves another power plant. Let's make ourselves... two smelters. And make ourselves a couple of storage boxes. Got loads on me anyway, but... let's set up a more permanent power solution. A thing that can be expanded is what I'm looking at here. So, I don't have any foundation. But I do know to put foundation down, we require soil. So if I put foundation down here, I will gain soil. That's the idea. We've got 19.5k. I don't know how quickly that goes. Doesn't. Let's just grab all of this. Come back over here. Yeah, see, we're not even using our energy anymore. When it comes to flying around and stuff, we seem to be stable, which is awesome. Yeah, that burns way, way slower. We have 584 megajoule of power. That's how I can find... Oh no, because I can find out how much it is compared to the other one, but I can't find out how much it is compared to coal, sorry. But I can't find out how much it is compared to how much it costs to smelt. Not sure on that. Right. So, if we want to set down here, let's increase the size to 7 by 7, for instance, and that will gain us. Well, luckily, we have an infinite soil storage. I'm not sure how I've managed to do that, but whatever. So that's going to start using. And we get the lovely clunky sounds. Now I'm doing this with the decoration so that we actually get like a solid bit of ground. If I do it without decoration and put it down, it just becomes like, it becomes grass. Okay. What does it become as we go over here? Does it become sand again? Grass becomes sand. Oh, so it keeps the characteristics of the land underneath it. Okay. I think I kind of like the idea of having land rather than having a like a metal floor. Did appear to lose whatever that rock was that was there and paved over. So you can just click and drag. That's good to know as well. Put that down there. There we go. Okay, so we have a nice flat area which has some iron on it, some coal on it. We can go out this way. We've got some coal here as well. That's fine. That's fine. Coal is kind of what we want here because we're going to be converting it. Okay, so let's put down some power generators. Now these aren't going to be obviously the end of the time for us because we're going to have way more power gen as it goes. The drawback about actually making it land coloured is that you can't tell where the foundation ends and where the land starts again, but then I think I can build underneath that anyway. So, you know, having it metal coloured isn't such a bad thing. Now I'm looking at it, such a terrible thing. It defaults to that as well. Do it without a foundation. Luckily you can just change the colour of it without costing you anything. Not a terrible thing if you mess up. I am burning through this foundation a lot. I had nearly 2,000 and I had over 2,000. I'm burning through it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine though. There's the coal there. I suppose what I could do if I want to figure it out, I mean, I want to pave the world anyway, but I kind of want to leave the world. It's green in some places. So let's either this world is very small or my robot is huge. Mind you, it's about the size of a tree. So yeah, it's probably pretty big. But still, the curvature of the world is a bit exaggerated. I was going to say, if you wanted to do it, I could shrink that down to 1 and then run a border around the outside, so then you know exactly where foundationed up to. That would work. There. So I know that's the edge where they've done the foundation. But I think that looks a little bit silly, if I'm honest with you. Well, we won't be doing that. The grid is 10 by 10. The underlying grid, these squares that are in the game, they're 10 by 10. So let's see, have I got enough foundation to... No, I don't. Nope. I don't have enough foundation to fill that all up, but that's okay. A foundation you can't pick up, which is... yeah. Right, so, power plant. Power plant. You want a power plant? You're a power plant. So you got 3 inputs on one side and 2 on the other. So if I was to do... really I want to start up there. Needs foundation support. That's put in there. It's a shame you can't put ghost down, because I put ghost down. That would be nice. And then he gets a smelter, and if it takes 3 seconds to consume graphite, the smelter can go there, lined up on the lines, and this takes 2 seconds to turn 2 coal into graphite, which means this is a net gain. And it needs an input of 1 per second, which is fantastic, because then I can just go, hey, you connect to that, and you will transfer enough fuel into that to keep that running, which would be awesome. And then we build another one down here, and then in between them on the, and we can put in these. One here. I need to build a few more of those. Then we'll have a power generator and that, and then that would go on there. Would it need to? Nope, I could probably skip one out, actually put it there. Ah, I can't, they won't connect. Okay, so we'll waste a couple of towers by putting too many in. But that's fine. Okay. And then I suppose I should put a tower in between to connect everything up at the moment. There we go. And then what I want to do is I'd want to run a belt in between them, but I kind of want to run the belt on that line and then do them either side. We'd have coal being mined up here and coal being mined up here, and then pump down on the belt going along here. We could supply, I'm not sure how fast belts are, to be honest with you. Does it tell you speed? Transport 6 a second, so 6 items a second. So we'll be using 1 item a second, because it's 2 coal for 1, 2 coal every 2 seconds, so it's 1 coal a second. So we could supply 6 of these on a single one. So if we did 1, 2, 3, and then did 4, 5, 6, that would work on a single belt. Okie dokie. We are going to move this all over. For the belt, we'll, it could come down as well, but I've got stuff over here, so I want to leave this sort of area spare. Let's say the belt starts here and goes this way. Lack of item, really? Am I out of belts? I need to set up some production and making belts, I think. Go to there. Let's go and get some more foundation as well. Might as well fly because it's quicker. I think also we can access stuff from the air. Yep, we can. Awesome. Zoom, zoom, zoom. No decoration. In that one, in that one. Awesome, right. So we put in our power plant. I push B to build, and it doesn't bring up the actual items in my inventory. Although it doesn't, you don't have to, because you can put them down via this, can't you? I forget about that. Turn them round. So let's put this one. Well, actually, let's put the smelters in first, because we need the smelters to be as close as we can to that. So I'll put the smelters there. Yeah. You have an input to that one. You have an input to that one. And then we put in a power plant. Yeah, now if I put it there, will that connect? Too close. The closer they are, the faster it transmits power. Transmits items, I should say, sorry. Too close. Gotta be at least 1 tile away. That's fine. Then do that. There we go. And that would input fuel into that. Awesome. And then we're going to test the towers, and we'd put them But they've got to power the smelters as well. Right, can I build another F? I can't produce one of them. I don't have enough iron and stuff. I don't want to destroy that one yet because we need it. Oh. Oh, we can probably go to space now, actually. That's why I can hold space to go up higher, so. Go down. F. Let's build another one of those. Go there. Has to face the opposite way to get the 3 inputs. I mean, it doesn't technically need 3 inputs. It only needs the 1 input, but I could turn it around the other way. But no, I think I'll do it that way. And then we go there. Okay. And then, can I get a single Tesla tower to cover the whole thing? I can if I put the Tesla tower. Well, there will work. Or there. The towers can't be centralized because there's no way to build on top of the belt. I'm just wondering whether a stacker or filter or whatever it was called. We haven't got them unlocked. A splitter. I wonder if a splitter would allow you to build a tower on top of it. Not that it matters. It's not important. Let's put one down there. Let us build a couple more power stations and a couple more smelters. So I want 2 smelters. I'd like 2 power stations, please. So I know where the smelters are going to be. I know where the power stations are going to be, I should say. What I want to do, I want to find out where I can put the power station that way. So that's the closest I can put it. I can only run 3 on a single belt until we get faster belts. I mean 6 on the sander belt. So if I put it there and rotate around, put one there. Belter. There. And you build more of these. Build me loads of them, please. There. That. And this should all work. I need to actually set these to make that copy. How do I... Okay, there's a paste bar. Right, okie dokie. Okay, so I need another 2 smelters and another 1 power plant because we have enough power plants, I think, I hope. And that is actually, that 1 Tesla tower is covering everything there. It covers all that there. So I think we can then get away with putting 1 further down here and it will connect via the power stations. Ah, that's not actually connected to this power station though, is it? Why are you not connecting? Why are you only connecting to 3 things? That makes no sense. You have confused me, Tesla Tower. Okay. So can they only connect to 2 towers? 2 power sources? That's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But then when I do that, it won't let me... Does it want to connect? What? I think... Confused I am. Very, very confused. Smeltery. There. Power, we'll put a tower in there. When it's built, that connects to that one. Okay, so that daisy chains all up. So, okie dokie. So there is a limit on how many connections they can have, I think. Did it say that? Apply a 10 meter, contact length 22 meter. Doesn't exactly say that, but oh well. Not important. Not important. And as we get more and more power, we can do more with it. So if I connect that up there, then that's all going to work fine and dandy and be happy about it. You, my friend, have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veins. Yep. Okay, so let's pick up. I can't pick that up. Oh, I can pick that up. Awesome. I can pick that up. I was a little concerned for a moment there that when you pick up stuff that you don't have all the resources for, you void them. Because it is something I remember hearing someone else mention. But we had enough resources, so it's fine. There we go. Oh, that's connecting to the main power grid. That's fine. Build a mining thingammy. I'm gonna get 4. Needs foundation support. I can get 5 there, but then I don't know whether I can get the 5 or well. That's where we had it before, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was, and that's where it's going to go back. Okay. No, that wasn't. We moved it over slightly. Okay. So I can run a belt all the way down here to there, and then run it all the way up to there, and then build a load more. You don't get transported by belts in this game. That's a shame. You can't ride the belts around. No, boo. Here comes the coal. Right, what are you producing? You're producing 100 a minute. Which is more than 1 a second, but we need more than 1 second. We need way more than 1 a second. So hopefully that miner can keep up. We will see. Oh, you know what I've done? Paste and paste. Okay. Oh, and I want to shift clock that, spin it round to there, and you to there, you to there, you to there. And it's not producing enough coal. Isn't 100 a minute? 150 a minute is... Well, 120 a minute is 2 a second. That's just more than 2 a second. And these need 1 a second. That means, yeah, that means the odd one is ending up down there. So our power system isn't quite working, but it has the potential to work. Especially if I don't fill up some of these with manual stuff. There we go. That'll give our system a bit of a boost. That'll back up this here, What I should really do is add a chest in between, now I think about it. I should put a chest down on the corner here somewhere. That would make so much more sense. Let's do that. Can I get a chest in there? Oh. Copy that one in. That's where our grid goes back. Storage chest. Can't put it there because of stuff in the way. It makes sense. Put it there. Then put it there. Get the Tesla tower. Tesla tower can't sit on top. That's fine. It can go a little bit longer. Not that it actually makes any difference now I think about it. Let's get rid of that Tesla tower. And let's do that and run it diagonally. There we go, that'll do. That connects it all to the main grid. That's fine. Okay, run you up to there. You up to there. Oh, we need to power it, don't we? You're powering that one, you're not powering that one. So do that. Lining up the power cables, power poles. Huh. There we go. So you're inputting 1 a second and you're outputting 1 a second. Really, we want to go faster than that, which we can do very soon because we have research. We have some other research to do, which includes the advanced logistics, which allows us to move, I think, twice as fast. I was looking at the numbers of this before and it seemed a little confusing, but let's activate that. That can go because we've probably got enough research for that. And then we can upgrade this and get our system running faster, because right now we're just supplying these front two here. Yeah, we also could do with getting have a splitter. Could do with a merger block. Storage Mach 2, planetary logistics. I don't know how mergers work actually. Now I think about it, let's have a quick look here. Let's see, and then we'll bring this episode to a close. What if I did that? Then that. That works exactly how I expected it to work. Okay. You're not getting enough power. That's fine. Yeah, that works exactly how I expected it to work. Okay. So let's just change this up and then we'll bring this episode to a close. And we will come back next time and carry on. And I'm only putting this chest in here as like a buffer in between, because I don't think we're going to be using all of these as quickly as we think we are. Connect, connect, connect. You to there, there. And they're outputting 3, and then they just join exactly the same. So that we don't need a merger block, we just need that, and then not everything has power. That's no, I'm just going to put another one down there. Just get on with it. Just do the thing. Do the thing. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so we'll leave it here. We'll come back next time and carry on from there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Getting some graphite running. And I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.